Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I'm going to drop this in the, there we go. We gotta find a better way of sharing this picture. This is terrible. Try to drop this in the Instagram chat. If you're on the Twitch stream, what do we got here? If you're on the Twitch stream or the Twitter stream or the YouTube stream, you see the tweet up there. We have our NFL QB rankings. That's what we're going to be talking about today. We'll get into some picks. We'll get into some other stuff. But that is what I want to talk about. Anyway, so what I have up right now, is Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Pat Mahomes, Jaden Daniels, Matthew Stafford, Jordan Love, Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts, Baker Mayfield. That's the order. I gave it a moment for everyone to simmer down, everyone to settle down after the hype of the season, everyone to take a second to understand um, what's actually real and not just playing off the emotion of the season and what happened. I'm not talking about legacy. I'm not talking about past performances. I'm not talking about accomplishments. I'm talking about which quarterbacks would give any given team in the NFL the best opportunity to win a Super Bowl this year. Number one is Josh Allen. Number two is Joe Burrow. Number three is Lamar Jackson. Number four is Pat Mahomes. Number five is Jaden Daniels. Number six is Matthew Stafford. Number seven, Jordan Love. Number eight, Justin Herbert. Number nine, Jalen Hurts. And number 10 is Baker Mayfield. We're not talking about numbers or winners. We are talking about who is the most capable right now of leading a team to a Super Bowl. Everything else is the same. Which quarterback could you plug into any random team and it would give you the best opportunity to win a Super Bowl this year? That's the order. So I'm talking basically most talented and playing at a high level right now today. Obviously, if we're talking about legacy and accomplishments, it's a completely different story. And that's what I think a lot of people are confusing when they talk about Jalen Hurts right now. Obviously, Jalen Hurts is more accomplished than the majority of the quarterbacks in the NFL right now because he has a Super Bowl ring. He's not better than, I don't know, more than 7 guys. I have him at 9 on my list. He is top 10, but I have him at 9 on my list. Anyway, that's what we're looking at. Welcome comments, welcome feedback. We're going to get into all this. Joe, if you had a good O-line, yeah, I have him at number 2. Again, so this isn't if he had a good O-line, it's if any guy was plugged into any random team. So that's why I have him at number 2. One of the best passers and did it with a weak offensive line. Obviously, he did with incredible wide receivers, so let's not act like he had no help. But yeah, I have him at number 2 on my list. Essentially meaning if I were the GM of an NFL team and we had to start from scratch right now, I have him going number 2 overall. And the season we're only 1 year long because the other thing I'm factoring in isn't quite like who do you want to build a franchise around the way that I would have, Jaden Daniels prioritized more highly because of his costs and because of his age. It's a 1 year situation. Like who I think would perform the best this year with the same team. Gabriel says Milan to advance. All right, little soccer action right now. What line are you getting on that? What line? What book? I'm just curious because I might be down to tail. Getting on DK. What number? What price did you get it at? Yeah, we might start getting into some college baseball action. Obviously, we got college basketball up. We have the college basketball card goes up every single day. Yeah, minus 135. All right. We got the college basketball card up every single day. We'll be back to NBA tomorrow when it resumes. It's just the one game, but full prop card goes out every single day, resuming obviously Thursday when the NBA resumes for the rest of the season. Um, we'll have some futures out there. Which sport are you talking about, Matt? My favorite team would be the Bills. There's not really any other professional teams that I care about. Like for MLB, I don't have like a team that I really care about, or NBA a team that I really care about. Maybe if I have a future, that's the team I'll be rooting for. But yeah, in terms of like actual fanhood, it would just be the Bills. There's nothing else that I'm invested in. I'm in New York, so I'll go to Mets games, I'll go to Yankees games, but again, it's whatever. Also, MLB, any individual game, like what am I stressing about? The just the value of an individual game just isn't really significant. You know, because also if you're on the Instagram, I know it's not a ton of people on the Instagram, but if you're on the Instagram, um, I have a free broadcast channel on there. I drop a free play every single day in there. If you're on any of the other streams, you can see that QR code, that Telegram. I drop a free play in the Telegram every single day as well. Um, New York City. So the big thing right now that we're focused on, the big thing we're focused on right now is going to be college basketball for totals, for money lines, for spreads. College basketball for all of that. Leading up to March Madness, which is a little late this year. It's a month from now. I think that's Thursday the 20th, which is about as late as it can fall in a year. So we're going to be building up the bankroll, also building up, the knowledge of all these teams, gaining a big advantage. The market is going to become super, super, super saturated when March Madness comes around, right? The amount of public money on all these games is going to become ridiculous. And when that occurs, that's going to be our opportunity to take advantage of some lopsided lines. So that's going to be the big focus. On a daily basis, again, resuming Thursday when the NBA resumes, we have the prop card out every single night. That's been one of our biggest cash cows this entire season is NBA props. I'm going to continue to milk that for all it's worth. We got another month and a half, basically, of regular season NBA. You're not going to see as many props throughout the playoffs. You'll definitely see it first round, second round, and so on. But you're not going to see quite as many props throughout the NBA playoffs. And then obviously, at that point when the NBA playoffs begin, is also when the MLB begins, and that's our biggest sport. That's when we're going to be doing main MLB plays and props every single day. So this is pretty much this week. Obviously, we have college basketball, but this week is about as slow as it gets post football, pre March Madness, pre MLB, and during the All Star break for NBA. This is about as slow as it gets, and then just lock in every single day until the small break in July for MLB All Star. So now's a good time. Now's as good a time as ever to get involved. You should do it. Everything's discounted right now. If you shoot me a DM on Instagram, anyone who shoots me a DM on Instagram, I'll get you locked in on SoBet. That's where I post my full card every single day. It's full card, full write up, full analysis, unit size, um, the line that we got to play at, the book that we got it on, all of that information. That's up every single day on SoBet. And we'll probably, let me see. Let me see. Maybe we do a little free play. Maybe. We'll see about it. can make more money gambling or with the selling picks on the internet. So, um, the internet as a whole, content, all of that. So generally, my unit size has been around $100. $100. It fluctuates at some points, but sometimes $200. But the best year we've done is plus 180 units. So if you think about that, that's 1836K max. So I'm not pretending that I'm living um off of the money that I made betting. It's also a lot of people, most people that are saying that are lying. I also don't say if you get my picks that you're going to make a living off of that. It is a tiny, 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 tiny fraction of people that are making a living off it. What I am saying is you can be profitable. You can win the majority. You can win over 50%, and that's what we do consistently. And you can have a positive ROI. But the difference between a positive ROI and making enough money to generate like a income that you can live off is massively, massively, massively different. And if that were the case, if I were saying, hey, you follow this and you're going to start making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year and you're going to live off that, it wouldn't be $20 a month. It wouldn't be $15 a month to do that. It would be a lot more. What I am saying is that you turn a profit. You learn about sports betting. You turn a profit. You understand how to find value in games. You understand how to line chop. You understand how to manage a bankroll. You understand what arbitrage is. You understand what expected value is. You understand basically how to profitably sports bet, as well as getting the results of what I'm doing to do the same. All the analysis, all the research. So if you've been following me on SoBet for let's say a year, you would probably have learned, if you're reading all my stuff that I'm sharing every single day, you're following all the posts, all the plays every single day, you should have learned a lot about sports betting at that point. You should understand how I'm approaching things, how I'm finding value, how I'm using different books to find value, all the things that I'm doing, all the tiny little ways to increase your ROI. You should understand that. But you might not want to put in 2, 3 hours of work a day to do part of the analysis that I do, because it's not just me, it's my team as well. And that's why people pay $20 a month to just have that done for them, to have all the research and whatnot condensed and shared with them. And that's the value of subscribing and of following someone like myself. You know, a lot of people are basically just lying and scamming, and they put out like this insane lottery ticket parlay that hit one time, and they try to convince people that they're going to be able to pull that off again, and people are just there's no analysis, there's no thought, there's no value. It's just putting up Hail Mary lottery tickets. And a lot of the reason so many of them are getting exposed as scammers is because they're doing that, and they're also faking shit, and they're lying, they're showing fake reports, all of that. All I'm saying is that we've been consistently profitable. There's reason to believe we'll continue to be profitable. You get all the information as a result of all the research and analysis we're doing, condensed and shared with you every single day. You have all the information to be able to tell these plays. These are real plays that are genuinely available, not, hey, I got this at minus 101 and now it's minus 108. No, it's this play is up right now at the time of this post or within 10 minutes of the post. This play is up right now at this line. Four people on my team, Sparks, four people on my team. This play is up at this line, and you can get it right now on this book, and here's the link to that book, and you can follow it, and this is why I like to play. If people are telling you follow me and this is what's going to happen, it sounds too good to be true. It is too good to be true. I will say, if you follow me, you will learn quickly that I know what I'm doing and that this is worth it, and that what we've been able to provide is massive value to sports bettors. 99% of sports bettors are losing. Hell yeah, Ricky. I love to hear that. Love to hear that, bro. Up 67.3 units after he started telling. Exactly. That's the sort of thing that I'm talking about. You want to win? You want to be successful? Let's go. And honestly, people that like, yeah, the people that are interested in the content side and doing this sort of thing, I'm open to chat with people about that as well. I think it's really cool. But yeah, I would also consider myself more of a content creator than a capper. That's part of what I do. It's a part of what I do. It's a big part of what I do, and it's what people have asked me for, and I'm happy to provide it. And it's good, it's good for me as well. It's worth it for me as well, and that's why I've hired people to help me with that. Um, but my biggest focus, what I'm trying to do the most, is make good content that's fun and entertaining and engaging and also helps people learn what they're doing. Um, um, it's people that I grew up with, people that I've known, people that have been in this space for a while. So it's kind of a mixture. It's kind of a mixture. It's not anyone that I met on the internet. Um, you know, I've met people on the internet that have helped me with internet stuff, people that have helped me with, you know, video editing or scaling on social media or like different apps they recommend and things like that. I'll chat with them doing similar things, but people that are like actually on my team and that I'm communicating with every single day about the picks that we're doing and the research that we're doing, those are people that I know in real life. And I'm not against, it's not like what I do is on the internet. I'm not against with connecting with people via the internet and working with them. I'm not against that. I think there's value in doing that. Um, but it's not necessarily my first choice. Appreciate it. Guys, we're gonna wrap up pretty soon. We're gonna wrap up pretty soon. We're gonna also gonna be changing what we're doing here to some extent. Things are gonna be a little bit different as I'm focusing on streaming away from TikTok, so things are gonna be a little different, a little more conducive to things that aren't TikTok. But the main thing I know a lot of people are looking for, a lot of people want to see are the plays every single day. Those are on SoBet. They will always be there. I'll always continue to come. If you want access to anything that I'm talking about, anything I'm doing, any of the tools that I'm using to increase the ROA, shoot me a DM. Excuse me. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. Shoot me a DM wherever. I'm always down to lock in. Love all you, except for the ones I hate. Cheers.